The Law of the Ghostly Beauty. In the heart of Umuka, a peaceful village surrounded by lush forests and rolling hills, tales of a mysterious maiden began to spread like wildfire. She appeared only during moonlit nights, walking gracefully through the village square. Her beauty was otherworldly, smooth dark skin that glowed under the moonlight, eyes that shimmered like stars, and hair that cascaded down her back like a river of ebony silk. The villagers whispered that she was not of this world. Her name was Adelma, as she called herself when anyone dared to ask. She never stayed long, just long enough to leave men enchanted and women envious. Every time a young man tried to approach her, she would vanish, leaving behind the scent of fresh rain and wildflowers. The persistent suitor, one fateful night, a bold and headstrong hunter named Chike decided to win Adelma's heart. Chike was known for his bravery, but he also had a streak of arrogance. If she is human, I will marry her. If she is a spirit, I will unravel her mystery, he declared to his friends, who laughed nervously. When the maiden appeared again, Chike followed her from a distance, his step silent but determined. She walked deeper into the forest, her white gown glowing faintly in the dark. Finally, she stopped by a large tree with roots that twisted like ancient snakes. Turning to face him, she smiled. And Chike's heart skipped a beat. "You followed me," she said, her voice soft but tinged with warning. "I had to," Chike replied. "No one else in the village dares to know who you are. Are you human or spirit?" Adelma only laughed, a sound both beautiful and chilling. "If you wish to know, come closer." Chike hesitated but stepped forward. As soon as his hand brushed hers, the ground beneath him shifted. The world blurred and spun, and suddenly, they were no longer in the forest, the spirit world. Chike found himself in a land unlike any he had seen before. The trees shimmered with silver leaves. Rivers flowed with golden water, and the air was filled with haunting melodies. Adelma's beauty seemed to intensify, her form glowing with an ethereal light. "Welcome to my world," she said, her smile now carrying a hint of sadness. "You were brave enough to follow me, but you cannot return." Realizing the gravity of his situation, Chike begged her to let him go. But Adelma only shook her head. "The spirit world is not a place for the living, but you chose to enter." Meanwhile, back in Umuka, Chike's absence was quickly noticed. Villagers searched the forest but found no trace of him. When they learned of his pursuit of Adelma, fear gripped the village. They realized the stories were true. Adelma was a spirit, and she had claimed one of their own. The aftermath. From that night onward, no one ventured out during moonlit nights. The once lively village square became eerily silent. Adelma continued to appear, but now, her presence was a reminder of Chike's fate. Some villagers claimed to hear his voice on the wind, calling for help. Others said they saw his shadow walking beside Adelma, his eyes empty and lost. The elders declared her appearances a curse and warned the people to stay indoors whenever the moon was full. And so, the village of Umuka lived in fear, forever haunted by the memory of the beautiful spirit maiden and the man she had taken.